What's good, Team H&K? How you guys doing? I'm back and better than ever. I'm actually feeling a lot better than I was previously. You know what's actually hilarious about it? Not to get too graphic, but most of the problems that I had was because I had to shit. Yes, that is literally why, or like at least a part of the problem. While that is the case, today I wanted to talk about success and why it takes time. You see, success is a measurement. To some people, waking up in the morning is a successful day. Some people, brushing their teeth is a successful task. To others, having a yacht is a successful person. To others, having a fancy car is a successful person. And with our most precious commodity, which is our time, these things are trade-offs. For time and effort, you get things. Crazy, right? Well, the biggest component to success is effort, right? They're like cousins, right? And if you don't put in a lot of effort, most of the time, the success doesn't follow. And if you do put in the effort does follow. Now, there are some times where you get lucky, right? We call that probability and statistics. But sometimes, hey, I didn't have to put in that much effort. I bought this meme coin, it went to $1 million, and now I'm a trillionaire. Or something else happens. Regardless, if you're talking about something like drop shipping, business sales, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, anything that virtuously most of the time takes time to learn, whether that either just be the skill itself, whether that's video editing, etc., or digital marketing, these things take time to perfect. But there's something beautiful about the process of them, I believe. I think that if you do not love the process of failing, you're going to always fail. Let me say that one more time. If you do not like the process of failing, you're going to always fail. Because as a tale as old as time, a loser is a loser until they win. So a winner loses 1,000,000 times before they win, and then they get that big Giga Chad win, and then that's when they can take the crown of success. I say this to say my journey here on YouTube, and just in life in general, have always been attributed to not that metric. I've always didn't care whether or not the video did good or whether or not the video did bad. What I cared about was the perception, and that's something I'm working on. Now, my videos have always been about my moment in time and where I'm at in life. Even when I'm talking about reacting to a video or something like that, I'm always learning or bringing forth knowledge or wisdom that I've learned throughout the time to my audience, right? My very few beautiful huggers and kissers out there who love my videos. With that being said, sorry, I just hit my camera. This channel actually has so much potential. And I wanted to say this because it's taken time, right? I've been doing this channel for like 2 years, effectively, and we switched from category to category. So originally this was a Fortnite channel, then we switched to reacts, almost like the Sniper Wolf type of reacts. Then we switched to doing like a series, right? Where it's like Fashion Week Friday, TikTok Tuesday, Matt Must Be Stop Monday, right? And we have like every day of the week this person does this crazy thing and we do a video on them, or this TikTok is a funny trend, so we'll react to it. And also a bit of gaming, right? So we've tried every single pocket of things that we wanted to do. And this, I would consider this my everything channel, where I just upload what I want. With that being said though, I algorithmically destroyed my analytics with my manager, okay? And so what ended up happening is we had to revert all the videos that were like destroying our analytics. So they're all privated, right? So my Sneeko video is privated, my Kanye video is private, Chaperone, Aiden Ross, a couple of them are privated or deleted. Some of them are deleted, but most of them are privated just for the analytics to rerun back up. Hold on. I want to make sure I'm focused. Okay, I'm a lot better focused. With that being said, though, the essence of this channel has now been converted to more so politics-based and celebrity drama-based. So we're now in the celebrity drama niche, etc. But I want to continue this forth and move in that direction. I'm just talking about this now because I was very sick for like the past week. I still am kind of sick. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I am. And I'm going to start moving in that direction again. I'm saying this to say, though, that little capitulation of time I was off, I had to like kind of not really make videos about the political hemisphere or the gaming hemisphere or, celebrity drama, etc., because of the sickness. I was so sick. And if you guys have ever had a stomach bug, you know that stuff is serious and you really don't want to mess with it. So right now, I'm just making this to sort of get back into the motion of talking to the camera and really having the energy to. I'm a lot more better. You know, I was out in the sun earlier today and getting in all that vitamin D. Pause. But with that being said, success, I believe, is the metric of your own individual form of what you think success is. I don't think success has this definite answer where you can say this is a successful person. I think there's obviously like a general consensus on what you want to believe as successful. But I generally say, if you are complacent with the moment, if you are complacent with the result, that is your success. If you're complacent with, hey, I woke up, I brushed my teeth, I took a shower, successful day. Obviously, that's not a much of a measurement, but to some people, that's a successful day. Because think about it in comparison. So to a crypto millionaire, that's a successful day because they don't really need money. They don't have to go to work. The successful day is they woke up, they did their morning routine, and now they're free for the day. But to someone else who is like someone who's lower echelon, if they don't have money, then to them, success is, oh, well, I did my morning routine. Well, now I got to go to work, or now I got to do this thing, or I got to do something else, right? And so I believe that when people make that their motive, you kind of lose the love of the game and not the love of the game of what you're doing, but the love of game of life. I feel like you got to love life and live it to the fullest and love yourself so much that no person is ever really going to be like, oh, this is that about that person and this is a bad thing. No, what you say or what you do about yourself is way better than what anyone would ever say. Because me, myself, I've always gotten criticisms for things that have nothing to do with me. They weren't true, they were false, they were bad narrative, and people just take the audacity of things just because they're bored. I think most of the problems, and this is why I never take things too personal, most people's problems is that they're either not concerned with themselves, but they're just bored. Like, life is pretty boring, and sometimes you just kind of want to do things. You kind of want to say things about people. You kind of just want to do stuff, right? So I don't really fault anyone or get mad at anyone for like saying things. I just think that's just human nature in general. People are bored, like, all day. There's not much to do in life. There's not new foods to eat, really. Most of the food is like the same food. I mean, you can try new food, right? And I'm not saying everyone is eating every food ever, but there's always something new to try, but most of the things are the same. You get what I mean? So what I'm referencing is, do not let someone's measurement of what they deem your success to be solidified in actual fortitude, because you really have to have this gratitude about just life in general. I mean, I was outside, we were driving, and I saw this lady. She was on the side of the street, and she had the sign up. And, with that type of stuff, I always look at, people, and this is almost like a tailor to Sonder, if you know what Sonder is. It's the perspective or philosophy that everyone's living their own individualistic lives. And it's just like a weird concept. But, I'm looking at this lady and I'm like, dude, I can imagine being in that position. And that's why I feel so blessed to be where I'm at. Like, that is my success. Like, being blessed to even live in America, the land of the free. I'm free. I don't have to worry about getting bombed. I don't have to worry about starving. Like, I am good, bro. And that shit, I'd be so grateful for every single day. You have no idea. I wake up and I'm like, bro, life could be so fucking bad, bro. Like, when you look at other people's life, it's like, bro, that's why I feel like you always got to have gratitude. Never compare yourself to anybody. Everyone moves at their own pace, their own movement. You are your individualistic person, and that's all, bro. But I say fall in love with the process. Whether you say what do you want to be, discipline, effort, time, the passion, the creative itself, fall in love with it, bro, because that's going to take you a lot further. I haven't quit this channel. I'm never going to quit. I'm not going to quit. And I think that's when you really lose. You lose when you quit. See, when you quit, that's when it's like, you could have been better than you were before, or you could have continued, that diamond pickaxe, or like the guys at the end of the mine, he put all that time and effort, and then you see that little creak of that slither and you see all the diamonds at the end of it. You never know, you know what I'm saying? So always just continue whatever process you feel. Never sorry, I just got a call. But yeah, success is your measurement. Okay, believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. You are great. You're beautiful. And keep going. Keep trying. Don't give up. Don't think that the end is near or anything like that. You know, God has a story for all of us. He has a pathway for all of us to move forward and continue to be great. So that's kind of my whole mindset on that type of stuff. And yeah, just make sure, you know, you continue to be yourself. Always be yourself, okay? Do not let anyone tell you that who you are is wrong, okay? You are always right in who you want to be, right? Be who you want to be. Don't let anyone tell you what to do. Okay? Be yours always. Okay? Now, obviously, if you're a fucking psychopath, right, and you kill people or something, or you're crazy, then maybe you should change. But you get what I mean, right? Like most people should just be themselves and they'll get a lot further in life. They'll be a lot more happier to just express themselves how they want to. And that's it, okay? With that being said, my beautiful huggers and kissers out there, I will see you guys when you're older. Peace.